On this phase of the push-ups here, we're going to talk a little bit about making them easier, making them harder. The easiest way, or the simplest way, to make them easier is to make sure you're not sore when you're doing them. So we've talked in the previous session about your grip, getting into a neutral grip and using some weight plates or using dumbbells. One of the ways that you can make this a little bit, get comfortable if you will, is start by working in a push-up plank position. A push-up plank is simply in a hand walk, gets your shoulders and your arms firing without worrying about lowering your body. So one of the ways that we can make this a little bit easier is don't fall in love with doing too many repetitions, but warm your body up into some hand walks, and if you're so inclined, then you can do a push-up. Come on back down. If you don't want to do or don't feel comfortable doing the full range of motion, then this is okay to start, right? So it looks like this. Again, partial range of motion, that works, especially if you haven't done these in a while. Next way you can make these easier, and you can put your knees down and go into this position. I prefer not. It's not that it's terrible for you to do this. It does make it easier. I mean, a full push-up's anywhere from 50 to 75% of your body weight. If you haven't built yourself up, you're risking injury just jumping right into it. So that does make it easier. What I do like about just using my feet and not my knees is that it always taxes and forces me to brace my core. So that may be the preference. Get on an incline, on a step, a bench, something, and now I can get my feet wide. That makes it a little easier. That'll take, depending on the body, that'll take the resistance down to about 35%. How do you make them harder? Change the speed that you're moving at. So how many should you go and do before you worry about changing and making them harder? If you could comfortably do, I'd say about 40, then you're in a good spot. If you want to make them a little bit harder, even in your rounds of 10, you change the speed or the tempo that you're moving at. So for example number 1, starting from my push-up plank, counting to 5, all the way down to 1, and then back up, you'll realize that doing 40 like this is going to be a problem. For most of us, getting 10 out like that is a good workout without overbearing your joints. Next thing you can do to make them harder is get yourself on the way down even longer, or at the same time, pause it, release, get back up. So hands-free push-ups are a way to play with difficulty level. And you'll notice I'm getting back up using my knees. If you want to go with a full hands-free push-up again, you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. I'm already getting a little tired. That makes it more difficult. You could add a resistance band if you want, but oftentimes just playing with the tempo will do it. You could also reverse the incline and make a decline, get your feet up on a bench. So this will make it harder for sure. On a step or a bench, now I'm into a harder incline type movement. That adds resistance. So it's no longer 50 to 75, you're up around 65% of your body weight into that range. So there's some tricks on how to make them easier, how to make them harder. Enjoy, get stronger, stay safe.